Hello friends, this is Rashmi Singh and welcome to my channel Unraveling Science. Today's topic is Solutions for Class 9 Chapter 1 Matter in Our Surroundings. Questions from the chapter. Which of the following are matter? Chair, air, love, smell, hate, almonds, thought, cold drink, smell of perfume. Answer is chair, air, almond and cold drinks are matter. The sense of smell is not matter. However, smell odor of a substance can be classified as matter. Give reasons for the following observation. The smell of hot sizzling food reaches you several meters away, but to get the smell from a cold food you have to go close. Solid diffused at a very slow rate, but if the temperature of solid is increased, then the rate of diffusion of solid particles into air also increases. This is due to increase in kinetic energy of the particles of solid. Hence, the smell of hot sizzling food reaches even at the distance, but to get the smell from cold food, we have to go close. A diver is able to cut through water in the swimming pool. Which property of matter does this observation shows? A diver is able to cut through water in swimming pool. This shows that the particles of water have large intermolecular spaces and less force of attraction. This property of water attribute to easy diving. What are the characteristics of particles of matter? The characteristics of particles of matter are: first, particles of matter have spaces between them. Second, particles of matter are continuously moving. Third, particles of matter attract each other. The mass per unit volume of a substance is called density. Arrange the following in order of increasing density: air, exhaust from the chimney, honey, water, chalk, cotton and iron. So the increasing order of densities are: first air, then exhaust from chimney, then cotton, then water, then honey and then chalk, iron. Tabulate the difference in the characteristics of states of matter. So the difference between solid, liquid and gases are: solids have definite shape and liquids and gases have indefinite shapes. Solids have definite volume, liquid also have definite volume, but gases have indefinite volume. Solids are incompressible, liquids are slightly compressible and gases are highly compressible. Particles don't move freely in solids. Particles of liquid move freely but are confined within the boundaries, and gaseous particles move freely. In solid, force of attraction between particles is maximum. In liquid, force of attraction is moderate, and in gases, force of attraction is minimum. In solid, spaces between the particles are very less. In liquid, these spaces are more than solids, and in gases, intermolecular spaces are very large. In solid cannot flow, liquid and gases can flow. Comment upon the following: rigidity, compressibility, fluidity, filling a gas container, shape, kinetic energy and density. First, rigidity. It is the property of matter to resist the change of its shape. Compressibility. It is the property of matter in which its volume is decreased by applying force. Fluidity. It is the ability of matter to flow. Filling a gas container. On filling a gas in a container, the gas takes the shape of the container. shape. It is a defined structure of an object or matter within an extended boundary. Kinetic energy. The energy possessed by the particles of matter due to their motion is called kinetic energy. Density. It is the ratio of mass per unit volume. Give reasons. A gas fills completely the vessels in which it is kept. The force of attraction between the particles of gas is negligible, due to which particles of gas move in all directions. Thus, a gas fills the vessel completely in which it is kept. A gas exerts pressure on the walls of the container. Particles of gas move randomly in all directions at high speed. As a result, the particles hit each other and also hit the wall of the container with the force. Therefore, gas exerts pressure on the walls of the container. A wooden table should be called a solid. A wooden table is rigid and had a fixed shape and fixed volume, which are the main characteristics of solid. Thus, wooden table should be called a solid. We can easily move our hand in air, but to do the same through the solid block of wood, we need a karate expert. Particles of air have large spaces between them, whereas the particles of wood, being solid, have very little space between them. This is why we can easily move our hand in air, but not in the block of wood. Liquids generally have lower density as compared to solids, but you must have observed that ice floats on water. Find out why. Density is mass per unit volume of a substance. Thus, this shows that the density is inversely proportional to volume. As the volume of the substance increases, its density decreases. Though ice is a solid, but it has a cage-like structure which has a large number of empty spaces between its particles as compared to the particles of water. Thus, for a given mass of water, volume of ice is greater than the volume of water. Hence, the density of ice is less than that of water, and therefore, ice can float on water. Convert the following temperature to Celsius scale. 300 kelvins. Since 0 degrees Celsius is 273 Kelvin, thus 300 Kelvin will be 300 minus 273, that will be 27 degrees Celsius. Second is 573 Kelvin. So 573 minus 273 will be 300 degrees Celsius. What is the physical state of water at 250 degrees Celsius? Water at 250 degrees Celsius exists in gaseous state. At 100 degrees Celsius, water can exist in both liquid and gaseous form. At this temperature, after getting the heat equals to the latent heat of vaporization, water starts changing from liquid state to gaseous state. For any substance, why does the temperature remain constant during the change of state? During change of state, the temperature remains constant because all the heat supplied to increase the temperature is utilized in changing the state by overcoming the force of attraction between the particles. This heat is called latent heat. Latent heat does not contribute in increasing the temperature of the substance. Suggest a method to liquefy atmospheric gases. The atmospheric gases can be converted into liquid either by decreasing the temperature or by increasing pressure. Both methods ultimately leads to reduction of spaces between the particles. Why does a desert cooler cools better on hot dry day? The cooling in the desert room cooler is caused by the evaporation of water. A desert cooler cools better on hot days because higher temperature and low humidity of air increases the rate of evaporation of water. How does water kept in an earthen pot becomes cool during summers? The earthen pot is a porous with lots of pores on it. The water oozes out through these pores and gets evaporated at the surface of the pot and thereby causing cooling effect. This makes the pot cold and the water inside the pot cools by the process. Why does our palm feel cold when we put some acetone or petrol or perfume on it? Acetone, petrol, perfume evaporates when they come in contact with air. Evaporation causes cooling sensation in our hands. Why are we able to sip hot tea or milk faster from saucer than a cup? Saucer has bigger surface area as compared to cup. Since evaporation is the surface phenomena, by using saucer instead of cup, we are increasing surface area for evaporation to occur faster. Evaporation of particles of milk allows cooling and taking a sip becomes easier. What type of clothes should we wear in summers? We should wear light colored cotton clothes in summers because light color reflects heat and cotton clothes have pores in it, which absorb sweats and allow sweat to evaporate faster, thereby giving cooling effect. Back exercises. Convert the following temperature to Celsius scale: 293 Kelvin, 470 Kelvin. So we know that 0 degrees Celsius is 273 Kelvin. So the first one, 273 Kelvin, will be 293 minus 273, that is 20 degrees Celsius. Second, 470 minus 273 gives you 197 degrees Celsius. Now convert the following temperature to Kelvin scale: A 25 degrees Celsius and B 373. So 25 degrees Celsius will be 25 plus 273, that will be 298 Kelvin. And 373 degrees Celsius will be 373 plus 273, that will be 646 Kelvins. Give reasons for the following observation. Naphthalene balls disappears with time without leaving any solid. At room temperature, naphthalene balls undergo sublimation where they directly get converted from solid state to gaseous state without undergoing through liquid state. We can get the smell of perfume while sitting several meters away. Perfumes have high degree of vaporization and its vapor diffuses in air easily. Therefore, we can get the smell of perfume sitting several meters away. Arrange the following substances in increasing order of force of attraction between particles: water, sugar, oxygen. The arrangement of substance in increasing order of force of attraction between the particles will be first oxygen, then water, and then sugar. What is the physical state of water at 25 degrees Celsius? At 25 degrees Celsius, water will be in liquid form, that is on normal room temperature. At 0 degrees Celsius, water is at its freezing point, hence both solid and liquid phases are observed. And at 100 degrees Celsius, the water is at boiling point, hence both liquid and gaseous states of water and water vapors are observed. Give two reasons to justify. Water at room temperature is a liquid. Water at room temperature is a liquid since its melting point is lower than the room temperature and its boiling point is higher. Water does not have a fixed shape, but it has a fixed volume and it takes the container's shape. Hence, it is a liquid. An iron almirah is solid at room temperature. Almirah is rigid and has a fixed shape. Metals have high density. As the result, at room temperature, almirah is a solid. Why is ice at 273 Kelvin more effective in cooling than water at the same temperature? Ice at 273 Kelvin will absorb heat energy or latent heat from the medium to overcome the fusion to become water. Hence, the cooling effect of ice is more than water at same temperature because water does not absorb this extra heat from the medium. What produces more severe burns, boiling water or steam? Steam at 100 degrees centigrade Celsius will produce more severe burns as extra heat is hidden in the form of latent heat of vaporization, whereas boiling water does not have this hidden heat. Name A, B, C, D, E, F in the following diagram showing change in its states. The diagram is showing interconversions of three states of matter using temperature or pressure. So the first one, A, is showing change from solid to liquid. So this process is known as melting process or fusion. B state is showing change from liquid to gases. So this process is called evaporation or vaporization. C stage is showing change from gas to liquid. So this is known as condensation. D is showing change from liquid to solid. So this is known as solidification or freezing. E is showing change from solid to gas. This process is known as sublimation. And F is showing change from gas to solid. This process is known as deposition. Thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe.